Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. The Wyatt Six have made a huge impact on WWE Raw since their debut. According to Uncle Howdy, their mission is to stand against those who betray or mistreat their family. This explains why their first target was Chad Gable, who had been disrespecting his former Alpha Academy stablemates. Their focus has now shifted to The Miz and the Final Testament after the former sought the help of Karrion Kross and his faction to betray his former tag team partner, R-Truth. However, Kross has accused the Wyatt Six of being hypocrites. He questioned why they didn't intervene when the new bloodline continued to torment Roman Reigns on WWE SmackDown for the past few months. In a recent post on X/Twitter, Kross called Uncle Howdy a master manipulator, claiming he blends a small fraction of truth with a large fraction of lies to make his narrative believable. He further questioned why the Wyatt Six have not stepped in to help other recently betrayed individuals, such as Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, or the Motor City Machine Guns. A master manipulator makes a lie believable by mixing a small fraction of the truth with a large fraction of lies. Why didn't they help Motor City? Why didn't they help Cody? Why didn't they help Roman? Why didn't they help Priest or Rhea? They sell you lies. Hypocrisy. Gaslighting. People want it to be true, so badly. And that's why it works so well. Except on me. Kross wrote. Massive 8-man tag team match announced for WWE Raw. After weeks of mind games, the Final Testament and the Wyatt Six are set to clash in an 8-man tag team match on the upcoming episode of WWE Raw. The Wyatts have remained undefeated since their debut earlier this year. However, Karrion Kross and company have managed to hold their ground against the formidable group so far. It will be intriguing to see which of these factions emerges victorious in what promises to be a high-stakes showdown. The backstage area of WWE was buzzing with rumors and speculation ahead of the upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw. The fallout from the latest pay-per-view event had left fans and wrestlers alike with lingering questions, and none more intriguing than the elephant in the room. Why didn't the Bloodline help Roman Reigns? Roman, the undisputed leader of the Bloodline, had found himself in a precarious situation during his match against a top contender. A rare sight indeed, as the usually dominant Reigns struggled to maintain control in a high-stakes bout. The absence of the Bloodline's usual interference sparked a flurry of rumors about cracks within the faction. One superstar who couldn't stay silent any longer was Seth Rollins, the current World Heavyweight Champion. During a media appearance promoting Raw, Rollins didn't hold back. Roman has built this aura of invincibility over the past few years, Rollins began. But let's be honest here, even the most dominant forces need allies. Where was Solo Sikoa? Where were the Usos? It's one thing to claim you're a family. It's another thing to prove it when the chips are down. The remark sent shockwaves through the WWE universe, reigniting debates about loyalty within the Bloodline. Backstage reactions and tensions. Backstage at Raw, Paul Heyman, the ever-loyal advocate for Roman Reigns, was livid. His face was flushed as he stormed through the corridors, barking orders at stagehands and demanding answers. He cornered Solo Sikoa in the locker room, his voice a mix of anger and desperation. "Where were you?" Heyman hissed. "Our tribal chief was left to fend for himself. Do you have any idea what this means for the family's reputation?" Solo remained silent, his stoic demeanor unshaken. Finally, he muttered, "I follow orders. I wasn't told to interfere." Heyman's eyes narrowed. "Orders? Since when do you need an invitation to protect Roman?" Across the arena, Jey Uso had his own set of problems. He had recently returned after being ousted from the Bloodline months prior, and his reappearance was already causing friction. Jey bumped into Cody Rhodes in the hallway, who couldn't resist stirring the pot. "Looks like the Bloodline isn't as tight-knit as you claimed, huh?" Cody quipped with a smirk. Jey shot back. "Don't act like you've got it all figured out, Cody. This family runs deep, deeper than you'll ever understand." Cody shrugged. "Deep enough to leave Roman hanging? Sure doesn't look like it." Roman's state of mind. Roman Reigns, meanwhile, was recovering in his private suite. The tribal chief was nursing both physical injuries and a bruised ego. He hadn't publicly addressed the situation, but his silence spoke volumes. "Roman's pride is hurt more than anything," said one WWE insider. "He's used to being in control, and for the first time in a long time, he wasn't. That's got to sting." The speculation grew wilder with every passing hour. Was the bloodline falling apart? Was this a power play by Solo or the Usos to shift the dynamics within the faction? Or was Roman intentionally left alone to teach him a lesson about vulnerability? Raw, the confrontation. When Raw finally kicked off, the WWE Universe was electric with anticipation. Seth Rollins opened the show, his championship draped over his shoulder as he strutted to the ring. "Ladies and gentlemen," Rollins began, "we're about to find out just how fragile the bloodline really is." His words were cut short by the booming sound of Roman Reigns' entrance music. The crowd erupted as the tribal chief made his way to the ring, flanked by Solo Sikoa and Paul Heyman. Roman stood face to face with Rollins, his eyes burning with intensity. "You talk too much," Roman said coldly. "And you trust too much," Rollins fired back. "What happened to the family always having your back?" Roman turned to Solo, his expression unreadable. "Solo, is there something you want to say?" Solo hesitated, his usually calm exterior showing the faintest crack. "I wasn't given the call," he admitted. The crowd gasped, and Rollins pounced on the opportunity. "Not given the call? That's the best excuse you've got? Roman, maybe it's time you realized your empire is crumbling." Before Roman could respond, the Usos' music hit, and Jimmy and Jay made their way to the ring. Hold up," Jay said. "Grabbing a mic, this ain't about excuses. It's about respect. And lately, it feels like respect only flows one way in this family." The tension in the ring was palpable. Roman's voice dropped to a low growl,